Morning, everybody. I don't know if you saw the short that I put in, but one of our baby goats, the calico one, ended up not making it. I came out this morning and he was on the ground. Thought we saw some life in him. Did what we could, got him warmed up because it was really cold. And he was breathing for a little while. We left to try to get some more treatment stuff, and by the time we got back, he had passed away. So he's buried now. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna get some stalls cleaned, and we're gonna treat the area. We're gonna treat each of the goats. I'll put down in the description what we use to treat them, and you'll see how we are doing it with the babies, and then again with the mama goats. So just, if you can stick with us, maybe we'll all learn something together.
Warm water in here, not just cold water. Maybe we should use warm water for everything. Sorry. She's kind of...
Well, you fill it, and that's half, so you fill it twice, it means it's a gallon.
So should I just dump this then?
Yeah.
So it's 1.29 ounces to a gallon of water. So I did 1 ounce, and then I went back and I did 1/4 of an ounce. And then we added it to a gallon of water that we measured out using the half-gallon sprayer that we have. I made a homemade diatomaceous earth shaker by putting holes in the top. I cracked it on the first go around, but I have another container up at the house and I'll do another one later. But it keeps us from wasting product and it helps us distribute it more evenly in the stalls. So the reason we're dipping them is because it's an immediate kill on any blood-sucking lice or mites that the babies might have, which when they're little like this and vulnerable, can kill them. We're not sure what happened to the other baby. He was pretty small and they were early, so he could have had some defect that we didn't know about, or maybe mom got startled and stepped on him. He was cold this morning when we came out to the barn, and he had been fine the last few days since Friday. And we brought him into the house and tried to warm him up and went to the feed store to get some meds, and then he wasn't doing well when we got back. He had passed. So we're always sad when that happens, but we also recognize that that's a part of raising animals on the farm. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure that that doesn't happen to anyone else. And that includes giving them a parasite treatment. It's spring here in Maine and things have warmed up quite a lot in the last few days. And so we're starting to see flies and mites and all of the things that you find in a barnyard. While we generally prefer more natural methods of keeping those things at bay, like apple cider vinegar in their water, lots of minerals, electrolytes, and using diatomaceous earth, sometimes we will resort to chemical treatments if it's absolutely necessary, and we think that it's absolutely necessary. So we have reached the point where we want to make sure that these babies have a good, healthy start, and so we are going to make sure that they get any treatment that they might need while maintaining our natural methods as well. So that's what we're doing.
Once we're done with all the babies being born, this whole place will get cleaned out, de-eed, and redone.
Layer of bedding.
A thin layer of bedding. So, but they make a mess.
Out there.
We want to make sure.
Good job, Tom. You had one job, to watch the babies. Let this one out there then. This one can go. This one can go out.
Yeah. Alright, so we're back in the house. We're all done with the barn and the goats. So what happened with Charlotte is the one that passed away this morning was one of her triplets. And we don't know if it's mites or her being anemic, but she's been not letting them nurse the other two. So we've been putting her in the stanchion, holding down her legs, putting the babies on and letting them nurse. And she tries to kick them off, but I got her hold of her legs and keeping that from happening. So we've been doing that. We just went down a little bit ago and they were started to nurse on their own. And she was started to let them, and then she kicked them off. So we put her in the stanchion, did it again. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna start supplementing those two with a recipe that we got from Appalachia Homestead YouTube channel. It's a gallon of milk, a can of evaporated milk, and a quarter cup of buttermilk. And she swears by it. Me and my wife have watched many of her videos. We really like her. She has a lot of good information. So if you get a chance and you want more information, swing on over to her channel. So we're going to start supplementing with that. Not just her two, but also the other triplets. It seems like the ones with triplets are having a little bit harder time. So we want to make sure those girls are well fed. But anyway, thanks for joining us today. Like, subscribe, share. We really appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.